The Old Tuam Society was delighted to get funding for our digitising the medieval monuments at Tuam. In terms of what we hope as a society, as a historical society, to get from the funding is that we want to draw attention to the monuments that are here in the lovely surroundings of St Mary's Cathedral. In particular, we were hoping to draw attention to the High Cross and also the Chancel Arch.
The Community Monuments Fund is administered through the National Monument Service and Galway County Council, and it's so important for the communities around the country, and especially here in Galway, that this funding has been made available.
The High Cross is one of the icons of Tuam, and it's a symbol of the town that is very important to the people of the town. Since the High Cross was moved from the square in 1992, 30 years ago, the cross hasn't lost its place in terms of its importance to the people of the town. But what we want to do with the project is, by digitising the cross and the Chancel Arch, is to reconnect the town with the monuments and to allow people to enjoy them and to see them in even better detail than previously. We'd also hope that when tourists visit, they'll be able to see the High Cross in much greater detail, and in particular because the cross and the arch are so high, that they should be able to see greater detail when we make the digital 3D images available online or through an app.
So the process we're going to use to record the Romanesque here in St Mary's in Tuam is a process called photogrammetry. That involves taking hundreds of little photographs of minute details on the carvings and then stitching those back together with a piece of software. The software will allow us to view that in 3D and to pull all the colour away from it so that we can see the line work and we can see the detail of it as well. Another process we're going to use is called laser scanning. And it's a similar process. We use a laser scanner which points a light at the object, and then a camera on the same device records the distance between the object and the light. And that way we're able to take back the colour and detail here and show you exactly what these carvings are like.
The remains of the Romanesque church was expanded in the 1400s to the east. Later in the 1800s, the church was expanded to the west, and this is the modern building we see today. A publication by the bishop in 1865, calling for more funds for the church, allows us to see the progress of the building from the 14th century to the 19th century. The chancel arch in Tuam was damaged by a fire in 1787, and subsequently after this was reused as the front door of the church. Staley dates the building of the archway from 1184 to 1190 after the burning of the church at Tuam, although others have dated it earlier. The preservation of the chancel arch when compared to the three reconstructed windows raises some more questions. What can be said is that the architecture at Tuam is of a high quality and unique in Ireland.
I suppose right now we're right in the heartlands of Connacht, and this is the most important ecclesiastical site in Connacht, and this is where we're finding the biggest Romanesque chancel arch anywhere in the country. Almost certainly the O'Connors are behind all of this. Patrons to the stonecutters who would have been commissioned to carve these. And some of these carvings you won't see anywhere else. Pretty stunning, unique motifs, figures, faces that simply haven't seen anywhere else.
When they were removing the cross from the square, it was done by the OPW, the Office of Public Works, and when they were taking it away from the square, when they were dismantling the upper and lower shaft, we discovered that the link between the two pieces was not iron, but it was a piece of oak. And I'm not sure what they used when it was being put back here, but I presume it would have been a piece of iron. But when the cross was being erected here in St Mary's in June of 1992, the huge crane was there to put it all together, but I was standing up on the crane to actually move the cross head into its present position.
The Society is particularly grateful to the Dean and to the Select Vestry and also the Sexton Gerald Canny for facilitating access to St Mary's to allow the digitisation project and for the various works that we've carried out.